Rogers. Floyd was there, and it's a little flip, a catch, a fumble by Hall, and a recovery by the 49ers. 3rd down and 7. Purdy, he and Samuel on. And Moody drills it.
Your Super Bowl, so it's shown here in the early going tonight.
Mason, big run, and then lowers the boom on Tony Adams.
You've got an opportunity, and that was a nice hole for Jordan Mason.
Here's Samuel, broke one tackle and lowers his shoulder as he takes it into Jets territory. $6 million extension.
Yes, sir. All due respect to Patrick Surtain.
Here's Ayuk with a catch and a 1st down at the 35. Here is a toss to Debo, going backward, long way to go. Breaking tackles, but he lost. Good snap, good hold, and good kick. It's 3rd down and 4. Rodgers in trouble, flag down, and so is Rodgers at the 30. Terrell Davis was a 6th-round pick, went to the Hall of Fame after making the team as a special teamer. Here's Purdy, takes off, and goes head first for 10.
The way in which they did it, and Kyle's taken it and expanded it.
Here's another good run by the undrafted Jordan Mason for a 1st down. Debo, jet sweep. He is in for the touchdown.
He almost loses the ball as he's crossing the goal line. He's looking for it, trying to hang on to it as best he can. Takes a pretty good hit there from Chuck Clark, and he checks out of the play, changing it.
Flag on the play. Rodgers spins away and throws it in the direction of Conklin. Leading by 6. Purdy protected, floats it for Kittle. Kittle with a catch and out across the 35.
And that's why they made the trade. You know, we talked about how they've been able to get the most out of undrafted players.
Good run by Mason. Shortly after that stop. All right, 3rd down and 3. There he is. Debo, 1st down inside the 30. Brought down by Reed, but a gain of 15. Good protection, Jennings. 1st down inside the 15, and a timeout taken by Kyle Shanahan.
Just perfectly by Purdy to the corner.
Now 3rd down and 10. Purdy steps up, end zone, not there, and Ayuk the closest one to it. And the 2nd-year pro is 3 for 3. Nathaniel Hackett told you there are no limitations on Aaron Rodgers with the Achilles injury. I mean, he's 40 years old, and it's going to take some time to get loose out there.
They do need to start getting something going, because you've got to believe here in week 1, this defense was getting fatigued in that 1st half.
Pressure on Purdy. Samuel makes the catch, gets a block from Juszczyk, and has a 1st down. Mason with 77 yards on the night, now over 80, and he's got another 1st down for Samuel. Mason with 77 yards on the night, now over 80, and he's got another 1st down for San Francisco, a gain of 8.
He wanted to force them to make tackles between the tackles, and they've done that.
Play action, Purdy, Juszczyk, the catch, 1st and goal. Second and goal, Mason bobbling it, but a touchdown.
You got the double team here, and then watch Kittle and Debo Samuel and the job that they do and how they just open it up. And then Jordan Mason, you have to then see the cut. Couldn't be happier for him. Some nice holes for him. They'll have to have a catch.
Play action from Rodgers again. Pressure off the edge, and the pass is broken up and now picked off. Intercepted by Flanagan Fowles.
Under Nick Sorensen, first-time defensive coordinator, they have really been balling tonight.
Here is Mason on 2nd and 10, carrying tacklers for a first down.
The leader of the Jets D told me he hasn't spoken to Reddick either. He said, we've just got to win without him right now.
2 sacks tonight by the Jets. And Moody hits the upright and banks it in.
You know, they've got an improved offensive line for sure. Kittle.
Fake toss. Purdy over the middle, and he's got Jennings. Good to see him back in the game after limping off earlier. He's got another first down. Laura coming up after this 2nd and 8. Purdy, Samuel, the catch, the turn, and there he goes. Debo down inside the 35. Spencer Burford is taking over at left guard for the 49ers. Here's one to Ayuk. Able to get the feet down and a nice throw and catch. This is snap number 65. Remarkable. Good protection. Pass is caught. Jennings to the 5.
Or a two-possession game, even with the field goal here.
23 yards and a nice night for Moody.
You know, I'm not surprised he's played every snap
Left in the ball game. Taylor floats it out of the back of the end zone. Gibson, the target. But an impressive start here tonight. And he may now have a 1-2 punch at running back when McCaffrey gets healthy with McCaffrey and Mason. What an impressive night. There's McCaffrey. Couldn't go tonight. 49ers in the end didn't need him.
They're staring at a 3rd and 22. Moving in the wrong direction. Rodgers. Short pass. Crunched is Corley. So the rookie from Western Kentucky makes his first NFL grab. He's met by Ernest Jones. The Jets will punt. Levis hangs in the pocket, in stride for Calvin Ridley. Angles out of bounds. Titans are moving the football, had just 244 yards of offense at Chicago last week. Fake the pitch. Levis throws on time. Levis hits his man, the veteran Tyler Boyd. Long count from Levis. Levis out of the pocket. He rifles to the outside. Caught by Wiley. First down, Tennessee. His second year, Cushenberry is the veteran, year 5. Ridley to the corner, touchdown. The speed of Calvin Ridley. He got to the spot, beating Sauce. Titans take the lead.
I thought the ball handling of Will Levis on this drive was exquisite because he makes that fake and then carries through his other fake to the other side to make sure the defense goes with him. And they do, and that allows Ridley to get to the corner, flash his speed, drop a shoulder, and get inside the pylon. Pounds of beef in terms of Sweat 93 and Simmons 98.
Hall shifts to the other side, and he's blown up in the backfield. Ernest Jones, the first man to greet him, and the Titans hold up. It's a loss of 2. $50 million from Denver. Levis, pump and throw. It's caught underneath Okonkwo. Once again, play clock winding down. Levis from the gun. He fires, complete. Hits his man, Tyler Boyd. First down, Tennessee.
Another converted safety to middle linebacker, what Robert Saleh did with Fred Warner in San Francisco.
Fake it. Nice sell job. Pollard has some blockers and spins his way for a first down. Spears in there. 3rd and goal. Levis looking. Levis tripped. He tried to. Rodgers looking. Rodgers sensing. Sacked from behind. Nothing working downfield, and Rodgers has to absorb it. Harold Landry, one of the top sack masters in the NFL, gets home. Titans get it back at the 25. Fake the handoff. Levis. Deep shot on the way. Contested ball. Traylon Burks. Darnold throwing a long touchdown, and the Jets can't get anything going right now on offense.
Give it to that to flat.
Levis dials it up, and it's handled by Pollard. Spears in the backfield. Levis. Oh, he's got a cannon of an arm. Hopkins with the grab.
Got their big three receivers on the field, and Ridley, Boyd, and Hopkins.
Levis. How about this?
Yeah, we've all heard that at home before. If they've asked that, that means you probably should do it.
41-yard kick is good. His teams are on Thursday night. It's 3 games in 11 days. The toss on 3rd and 19. Okonkwo is buried at the 29, and the Jets defense does its job here in the 3rd quarter.
GM Ran Carthon and owner Amy Adams Strong.
3rd down and 10. Rodgers is sacked. Back at the 25, Landry again.
And he gets an extra grade on the sheet.
3rd and 10, deep one, through the head. Julius Chestnut is in. Fake it, Levis, pressure, he's got room. Levis, big gain, into Jets territory, and Levis goes down. Shotgun, Levis, 2nd and 9. Levis looking for the big one. And a sliding attempt. Somehow Ridley was there for the touchdown. Ridley tracking it, and this is a scintillating grab.
And he does it against the first-team All-Pro corner, Sauce Gardner. Chuck Clark coming over from the safety spot. Looks like he has a shot at the football. But how about the concentration? The absolute concentration of Ridley. Remember the one that went through his hands? Looked like he should have caught that one. He atoned for it on that play.
Down to 2 seconds. 1 second. Rodgers gets Levis. Dials it up. Perfect throw to the sideline, and Calvin Ridley. The drive remains alive with a clean catch inside the Jets' 40. 1st down at the 39. Levis on the give. Pollard. The burst by Pollard. Breaking tackles.
Bill Callahan's run game confounds everyone, and they're sticking with it.
No hurry here for Tennessee. Levis, and he's in big trouble. He gets out of it. Will Levis makes a huge play for the Titans. 3rd and goal. Levis looking. Levis in.
Trips to the left side. Stevenson was the man in motion. Brissett will fire over the middle and into traffic, and it's taken in there by Hunter Henry. Will they come?
Unnecessary roughness defense. Number 44. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the previous spot. Automatic. 1st down.
Little flip here to Demario Douglas. Breaks a tackle, takes it to the midfield stripe and close to a 1st down. Team at San Francisco before getting the job here. 3rd and 18. Quick throw to the outside. And spinning his way to the 24-yard line. 44-yard attempt. Joe Cardona, the longtime snapper. And the operation is very clean. And they get 3. Rodgers to the outside, and that's incomplete. So it's 4th down. The road to the Super Bowl. Otherwise, New Orleans that day probably had a 1st down or 2 where they go to the Super Bowl. Zerline. And this time he misses. Brissett's going to throw, and they're going to try to call a timeout here and do something. There's the defensive alert. In the pocket, he stands.
Brissett standing in there, being a man, knowing there's pressure.
3rd down and 4. Here comes the blitz.
Fire. We've seen a lot of young quarterbacks last couple years, including this year.
Brissett, meanwhile, throws, and getting open that time is Douglas. Play action again. Pressure again. Sets up the screen. Caught. Hooper, the tight end, rumbles all the way inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
On the left side.
Exclusively the right side in State College. Four-man rush here. Bissett flushed out again. Down he goes. Has only carried the ball 5 times. Now make it 6 for 19 yards before that carry. 18 for 98 yards. Now on the ground, it's Antonio Gibson.
Man, you'd like to see that worked out.
That Reddick from Philadelphia, but holding out, wanted a trade, and the Jets say no, we're not getting rid of it.
And with that injury to Jermaine Johnson, how great is that? And with Reddick still sitting out.
3rd and 13. And working his way is Douglas.
Second year, getting bigger and becoming more of a complete defensive end.
May rolling against the grain. He's going to run. He's going to get the first down with 53 seconds remaining in regulation.
Of what you'd hope to see from him playing that quarterback position.
And that's caught at the 10-yard line and setting up a 1st and goal. May under pressure and gets sacked at the 12-yard line. Who's in there at the end? Tack McKinley. The Jets,
He has the best career interception percentage in NFL history. Rodgers sacked on 1st down. Nick, 3rd and long, 1st possession. Rodgers, a short throw. Garrett Wilson trying to create, and he fumbles the ball. The Jets turn it over on their 1st possession. It's a cough up by Wilson. Denver takes over, considering where they are at the 40.
I think he does on this play.
They try. It doesn't.
The Achilles injury from last year.
Yeah, this field is soaked. It's been raining all morning. Rodgers from the end zone, and that one's knocked away. He tried to squeeze it in there to Lazard. And Jaquan McMillan was there defensively. Neither team has sustained a drive so far. This is actually the worst starting field position of the day for Denver. McLaughlin spilled out as he got near the 40-yard line on a slip. Williams, the motion man. Nix from the gun. Threat to run, but he will throw. No. I want to be respected more than I want to be liked. The game has changed. Accountability is a little different. Rodgers. He was thinking about running for it, and Zach Allen said, not on my watch.
Gardner into the boundary now on the 3rd down.
3rd and 13. Nix, the flip. Bidet.
Lead fullback number 94.
Allen is in there. Can the Jets punch it in, or will they throw it in? Rodgers on the move. Rodgers will toss it away, not taking any chances. Nix to throw it, moving pocket. Nix on the move. He will float it too high. He tried the 3rd and 8. He's got a good attitude and personality. The throw, good hands. Breece Hall, short. 3rd and 8. Nix to throw it, moving pocket. Nix on the move. He will float from the gun. Rodgers in trouble. He's sacked at the 22. High snap, handled, and the field goal curls through.
Are not involved. Cortland Sutton, 0 targets, 0 catches.
It's
first
a
half.
Bootleg. Nix throwing, connects with Sutton in the area for Denver. This is 3rd and 15. Nix, and that's 3rd and 14. Rodgers in a crowd. Gibson trying to create after the catch. Denver hems him in, and he's dropped at the 36-yard line. A gain of 6 for this one. 7-year veteran. 2nd and 10. Good move by McLaughlin. Not enough for the first down. Play clock went to 0-0. They didn't whistle it dead. So Nix will fire. Complete to Cortland Sutton. First down into New York territory. The previous line. 12 penalties, 76 yards. There's a hole for Williams. And he plows through it for a first down. Williams, who's a tank at 5'10", 220. Jets press the line. Handoff. Good cut by Williams. And a spin for a first down. Nix delivers, end zone! Cortland Sutton, touchdown, Broncos! A chance to take the lead. Motion man is Wilson, who's been held to 2 catches, 8 yards. Rodgers on the move. Stops and stutter steps out of bounds.
Abandoned him yet, and today he's justified his confidence.
Williams now at 58 yards rushing. They haven't had a 100-yard rusher or receiver since week 2 of last year. That might change today. Javonte Williams taking into the Jets territory to the 35.
He rides the highs and lows well.
From the gun, handoff, the spin move by McLaughlin, and he is spun down inside the 30. The backup is Jarrett Stidham. The third stringer is Zach Wilson, the former Jet. Operating from the gun. Running play, met in the 7-yard attempt. Lutz for the lead. He's got it. Jets trying to convert. Wilson in motion. Rodgers, step up. Rodgers is sacked and loses the ball. Scooped up by Denver. Play was whistled dead. Nix to throw it. Shotgun. Rodgers to throw it. And again, threw to a spot. Receiver was going somewhere else. Gibson. And now it's 4th down.
More than trying to get the ball back with less than 2 minutes.
They need 10 yards. Rush coming. Rodgers.
To get the ball back with less than 2 minutes.
They need 10 yards. Rush coming. Rodgers is shellacked. P.J. Locke. And has Denver locked down this win. They start out empty, but now McLaughlin will shift into the backfield. Jets have 1 timeout remaining.
Back draw.
It's Nix. He goes down to hold it. Will Lutz from 50 yards away for Rodgers. Jets get another chance. Go empty. Right now it would be a 50-yard attempt if they get no yards on this play. It's 3rd and 6. Rodgers backpedaling. Rodgers floats it up. And it bounces in front of Williams. Incomplete. Snap. Hennessy. Hold. Morstead. 50-yarder. No good! A rain-soaked Sunday afternoon in New Jersey. 10-9, the final. The Broncos outlast the New York Jets.
Darnold surveys, finds a wide-open tight end, Johnny Munt.
What's up?
So here's Darnold with a play fake over the middle to Justin Jefferson. Into Jets territory, 1st down, Minnesota. Darnold gets it off. Throws to Addison. No, that's Jefferson. And he is ruled.
180! What's up?
Darnold rolling to his right. And he 4-yarder. And he got it. Darnold off the play fake, steps up, escapes the pocket, and takes it himself. Slides just after getting the 1st down.
180! What's up?
2nd and short. Play fake to Jones. Darnold looks left and throws it behind Jefferson. 2nd and short. Play fake to Jones. Darnold looks left and throws. Mullins is going to throw. And he's throwing for Aaron Jones. On the wheel route. Big gainer, 1st down. On a drive from the Jets territory.
What's up?
Fumble. Ty Chandler can't get. Quick throw. Intercepted. Van Ginkel. Down the sideline. Touchdown. Another pick 6 for Andrew Van Ginkel. It's been 5 messy quarters in a row for the Jets on offense. Rodgers over the middle. It's high and picked. Intercepted by Cameron Bynum. Darnold. All kinds of time and throws it deep.
He's in the pocket. Legal contact on the defense, number 1. That's a 5-yard penalty and an automatic first down.
Oh, they're all pro. Sauce Gardner. A huge penalty. Darnold throws it for Jefferson. Incomplete. And there is no flag. Desperate for a stop. Darnold throwing. Going deep. And hands it to the kid literally half his age. And more gray hairs for the Jets on offense as that is short. Another handoff, and the Jets don't get it. The Vikings defense answers the Jets defense with a turnover on downs of its own. Getting the majority of these snaps. Darnold throws to an open Jefferson. Darnold, the 4-0 quarterback for the Vikings. 2nd and 5, give to Chandler. It's a first down run. Stopped by Isaiah Oliver. Play fake. Darnold for Jefferson. And it's going to be called on the Jets.
Pass interference on the defense, number 4. That's a spot foul.
Ham. Touchdown. Vikings lead 16-0. Less than 4 minutes to go, and this has called a big third down for the Jets. Rodgers, an old friend, gets him. Harrison Smith in his 21st game against Rodgers from just inside their own 5. They're going to hand this off. Ty Chandler is tackled. 2nd and 5, play fake. Darnold surveys and has an open Addison. 27 yards. Tony Adams on the stop. Darnold, 3rd and long, backpedals as an open Chandler, who takes it to the 45-yard line, and that brings out the punt unit. Rodgers with the snap. Quick throw to Wilson, who steps out of bounds for a first down. Darnold, under duress, gets out of it, and throws it away. 3. It is good. Is battling the clock. Rodgers gets sacked. Harrison Phillips. Rodgers goes for Wilson. And there is no flag.
Going to be critical right here.
Darnold going to throw it from his pocket over the middle. Darnold on 2nd and 9. Lots of time over the middle to Jefferson. Big, huge gain for 18. Gain of 25 to the Jet 44. 2nd and 13. Darnold on the play fake over the middle. There's his tight end, Johnny Munt. Gain of 21. Darnold is spinning it, Kurt. On 3rd downs this half, trying to convert one here. Darnold throws it. Incomplete. It is good. Oh, that looked like it was leaking right. Rodgers, quick throw, and it's intercepted. Stephon Gilmore gets the Jets again. For everyone here at NFL Network, my Hall of Famer Kurt Warner, I am Rich Eisen. Thank you for taking in this London game. Sam Darnold beats the team that drafted him.
As well in the way that you like, but you just simply cannot force the football.
Here is a handoff to Ty Johnson. He gets the edge. Nice start to the night for the Bills. Got around Sauce Gardner.
On this offense with him not in the lineup tonight.
Here's a pass complete to Kincaid. Bounces off a tackle and then lowers the boom. They make his debut tonight. Nice cutback, and Ray Davis also breaking tackles. Just running it right down their throat. Davis to the 1.
Be able to mix up the run and the pass the way they have has been huge.
Here he is again. Allen for the touchdown, and the Bills are on top. Rushing touchdown in the NFL.
Well, you see the Jets, they come down there over the nose. They're anticipating that the reason Robert Saleh is no longer the head coach is because the strengths for both these defenses.
3rd down and long, and trying to drop it off. That pass is incomplete for Braylon Allen. Just when said tonight's wind is opposite of the way it normally is. Flags fly. Allen able to get out of the end zone and fire. He's got his man, and a juggling catch by Ray Davis.
With the ball, it's Josh Allen, as tight a spiral as he's capable of throwing, but it got away from him a little.
Here's a 1st and 15 carry to the 40-yard line by Ty Johnson, a gain of 13.
How much he has to shoulder for this football team.
14 rushes, 4 passes until this. Pass is caught, and that's Shakir. Good protection, end zone. Touchdown, Mac Hollins. And the Bills back on top.
Well, watch the route. Mac Hollins comes off the line of scrimmage, and Ashton Davis, he almost stumbles and falls down. Wasn't a whole lot to the release, not like what we saw of Garrett Wilson on the prior possession, but Ashton Davis just a little overmatched right there on Mac Hollins.
Pass.
Nope. The way that it looked through the first 5 games.
Pressure and a sack. Rodgers gets pounded by Epinesa. James Cook out with a toe injury. Pass is caught by Ray Davis, and he's looked good tonight.
To pick up the 1st down.
Out of the shotgun, down the sideline for Hollins, and out of bounds. That ball was, the call is pass interference. Good protection. Wide open is Kincaid over the middle, and he's got a 1st down. Allen takes off. Breaking tackles, end zone. Touchdown. What a play by Allen. And a 12-yard touchdown is the result. Knox and Kincaid were both over there for Buffalo. And it is Knox with the touchdown, his 1st of the year.
Well, Dawson Knox, as he comes off the line of scrimmage, he's got his eyes back on Josh Allen. And when Josh scrambles, he immediately then goes into scramble drill principle. Josh Allen has been by that side.
Ray Davis had a good first half play action. Allen lets it fly, connects with Samuel, tripped up inside the 40. Good coverage by Reed, got that arm in there. This one is complete to Coleman, and the big-bodied rookie is brought down. 47-yard try by Tyler Bass. Protection. End zone incomplete for Garrett Wilson. With coverage by Benford.
They're going to replay this one.
3rd down and 6. Allen overthrows Kincaid. Took a touchdown off the board. Zerline hits the upright.
Big penalty, 3rd and long, and you're just trying to pick up whatever yardage you can. Good call.
Kincaid, not much, 4th down. Good snap, good hold. Kick is off the upright again. Davis has rushed for 87 yards in the game and made 3 catches for 55. Here's Kincaid. First down, Buffalo.
He's been very mindful of it, and he's finished the runs.
Coleman makes the catch. First down, out of bounds inside the 20.
This is a huge play. This is the biggest play in the game right now.
Extra men on the rush. Sherwood. Pass broke. Bass knocks it through.
That's what I was thinking. It's the tuck rule, and I thought it was a fumble.
Third down and 4, and Rodgers and Wilson not on the same page, but a flag for the coverage. Rodgers buys time, airs it out. Mike Williams fell down, and it is picked by Tyron Johnson. Taron Johnson made the interception as Mike Williams fell down. That was the first turnover of the game, by the way, the interception by Taron Johnson. Here's Allen. He's got it. First down, Buffalo.
I don't know where the Jets go from here, quite honestly, Joe. They come in here in this game, all the changes that they occurred this week, and they came out, did a lot of good things, had a lot of mistakes, didn't capitalize on the opportunities like you said. Things only get tougher from here for them, and it's going to be a real gut test for them as to how they respond to this and how they come back next week.
On the first one, and Wilson to the air, just a little dump pass, complete to the big tight end, Darnell Washington. From the 49, Najee on the bounce to the outside, into Jets territory. First down, still on his feet, Harris to the 33-yard line. And on 3rd and 5, Jets break 4. Wilson escaping and just putting it out of bounds and out of harm's way. Nothing open downfield. It's a 46-yarder. And he continues his terrific season. 17 of 18 made field goals. Not now. Play action. Protected. There's your shot downfield. Towards Pickens. Contested volley brings in. At the 32-yard line. Big ball to Pickens. Working on Brandon Eckel. 3rd and 10. You get a first down at the 1. Wilson scanning. Keeping the play alive and fires on the run. Out of the back. Christian Coops, the snapper out of Duquesne.
He still thinks the world of.
28-yard line, Aaron Rodgers to work. So the Jets have a 9-point lead. Russell Wilson to work. Right away, he got ready to quick to Freiermuth. Great read by Wilson. Freiermuth takes it upfield. Still going to the 40-yard line. Gain of 30.
A guy that was just simply too light a year ago and made himself different.
Great catch, Pickens, 3rd and 24. They don't get all the yards they lost back. The late throwdown has the Steelers 2nd and a long 4. Jets spread it out. Highsmith came around the edge. Rodgers pass is intercepted. Pulled away. Beatty Bishop, the rookie, reels it in. Full bucket of timeouts for the 46. Wilson out quick and caught. Good catch and run by Van Jefferson. With his dad, Sean Jefferson, watching on the other side. Jets receivers coach. First down to the 43. 2nd and 10. Jets bring 4. Wilson end zone shot. Pickens! Got it! Touchdown Pittsburgh!
Mike, I want you to watch the trajectory of this throw. We were watching them practice this the other day. Little lob pass in the corner. The greatest weakness that I saw out of Justin Fields was all those line drive throws, right? Not the touch, not the moon ball, not the ones up over the top. And because of that, you saw big plays that should have been hit in the passing game for the Pittsburgh Steelers that simply were not. They just weren't made. Occasionally, Justin Fields didn't even throw them.
Oh, it's got a little bit of time here, and Lofting caught off the deflection by Pickens. It was first Pickens, then Isaiah Oliver in the game because of the injury to Adams, then back to Pickens. It's got a little bit of time here, and Lofting caught off the deflection by Pickens. It was first Pickens, then Isaiah Oliver in the game because of the injury to Adams. Then back to Pickens. 3 contested balls. He's brought him down tonight. In field goal range, 3rd and 5. Jets bring the heat. Great blitz pickup. Freiermuth brought it in with one hand. Beautiful catch at the 13.
Now we're going. Go set.
Connor Haywood leads the way. Warren the run. Inside the 5. Wilson. Incomplete. No flag. Think it was tangled feet. 21 yards for Boswell. And he knocks it through. 3 for 3 on the night. 19 of 20 on the season.
Could be 4 guys.
Yeah, it could be 3 guys, 1 hand. Here's Rodgers, back, sideline, sling, Wilson, intercepted! He didn't, Beanie Bishop did! Beanie's got 2! Beanie has almost 6!
Could be 4 guys.
Yeah, it could be 3 guys, 1 hand. Here's Rodgers, back, sideline, sling, Wilson, intercepted! He didn't catch it, Beanie Bishop did! Beanie's got 2! Beanie has almost 6. He's down to the 1-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Wilson is keeping and sneaking, getting pushed to the goal line. And he is short for the moment. Let's see. Down judge and line judge in there. No signal, a lot of conversation. Touchdown. So they umpile the bodies, and they say Wilson had broken the plane. Push from Connor Hayward behind, and there is empty again for the Jets. Tight end over on Watt's side. Helping out. He throws towards Mike Williams is incomplete. Joey Porter Jr. worked on a little technique this week. This from 35. Oh, it got blocked. It got blocked. The Steelers are doing an unbelievable job blocking kicks this year. Sherwood, the linebacker out there, covering Freiermuth. 3rd and 8. Wilson escapes, throws. It's complete with a quick turn by Warren to get the 1st down. Steelers didn't give up a point in the 3rd quarter. That's been true all year. And they keep scoring points. Najee Harris on the run. Inside the 20 to the 16. 34 on the game. 3rd and goal. Wilson fires end zone touchdown. Van Jefferson.
You're going to get a little help from your friends out here. Little semi-pick, rub, whatever you want to call it. Make that corner bounce over the top. Oh, yeah.
Good job. Doesn't get the credit he deserves. 3rd and 5. Rodgers inside, big hit. Elliott just waiting for Conklin. 4th and 4. Breece Hall's bottom of the screen. 4th and 4. Breece Hall's bottom of the screen. Rodgers had it knocked down. Inside Keanu Benton.
3 safeties, 2 corners out.
Jay Reed out. Catch tonight. Wide open is Calvin Austin. Inside the 40 to the 38-yard line. That'll be right at the 1st down line. It will be a 1st down as the pile keeps moving. 4th and inches for Russell Wilson. Trying to sneak it. They grabbed him. Still Wilson moves forward. We'll see where the spot is. Close to the 18-yard line.
Well, I tell you, if Cam Hayward can stay healthy and play the way that he's been playing, with TJ on the other side and Highsmith, it's a good-looking team.
Najee Harris on the run to the right. He'll be twisted down at the 10-yard line. Final 30 seconds here. Both teams done with timeouts. Najee Harris to the end zone to close it out with a touchdown.
The names of some of these offensive linemen here. Dan Moore and Isaac Seumalo, who's out the first 4 games. Ryan McCollum, the 4th center, had to come in and play. Mason McCormick, a 4th-round draft pick, wasn't starting at the beginning of the year. Broderick Jones probably wouldn't be starting, but for the injury to Troy Utano. And here they are, and they are going through a Jets defense. They are a dangerous team.
Score 31 unanswered points. And from a 15-6 lead, it becomes a 37-15 Jets loss.
This is where we will see him today, primarily passing situations. May on 3rd and 5, taking his first shot. On 3rd and 3, crossing route over the middle. Rodgers looking for Hall, and it's incomplete. 2 touchdowns, but it has all gone south since then. Can they get back on course? This is a quick release. Demario Douglas atop the AFC. On 3rd and 4, May working from the gun here over the middle, completes. First down and more. That's the tight end Hunter Henry, their leading receiver so far this season. It's a pickup of 11.
But does not give the impression that this moment is too big for him.
On 2nd and 7, here come the Jets again. May climbs the pocket's going to run for it. First down and more for the Patriots. May, everyone covered down the field.
And Stevenson has been excellent in those situations.
May climbs the pocket, going to run again. May, first down. May in, touchdown. May, the 22-year-old rookie, with a 17-yard sprint. Can they chase Duggar, who's out with the ankle? 3rd and 9. Rodgers, far side for Adams, and it's incomplete. And a late marker comes in.
Catch.
Well, that's an unbelievable catch. Concentration, as Arch just alluded to, tight space in the back of the end zone, and the point after, not even close from Zerline.
In recent memory, they just haven't been able to find that reliability outside.
May climbs the pocket with everyone covered. May breaking tackles. Had the 17-yard touchdown run early.
To be able to split the pocket, and they've created some penalties. They've got to play better.
May. Jets able to get to the rookie for the first time. Quinnen down to 0 as Brissett barely gets it off in time. Steps up in the pocket, slings one, they complete, but they're going to be well short of the first. Because John is going to play it just outside his 10. Cuts it to the near side. Jones has some real estate. Jones breaking free. Inside Jets territory, still on his feet. All the way down to the Jets 25. Then if you've just hopped on with us, Drake May, concussion, done for the day. Jacoby Brissett slinging one here to Booty.
That time could not take care of Quinnen Williams.
Brissett, far side, it's caught. First down. Stevenson, he's right at the line to gain. They marked him short of the line to gain. Stevenson has it. Stevenson in, touchdown. And the New England Patriots answering back. And we are tied here in Foxborough.
That is a big boy drive by the Patriots. Booty gets his block on Sauce Gardner, and then it's one-on-one. Stevenson just able to power it and run over Isaiah Oliver. That is a heck of a drive. Really, how about Stevenson? Catch on the sideline.
Jets have lost 4.
Can't quite seem to get a run.
Brissett on 3rd and 7. Fires, and it's incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended 3rd and 7. Fires, and it's incomplete.
Have to figure out a way to beat man-to-man coverage, and it looks like they're doubling Adams.
Lazard out with the chest injury. Rodgers never had a chance. Christian Ellis. 44-yard attempt. Zerline has missed a point after. And this kick from 44 wide left.
Look, this is an important drive for this defense.
Here's a little flea flicker, and then Brissett gets it to Hooper, the tight end. Hooper's got some carpet in front of him. Hard, stiff arm. He's got the first down, but we'll check the flag here.
Personal roughing the passer. Defense, number 72. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the end of the play. Automatic first down.
3rd and 11 after the incompletion. They get it to Henry, and he's got it. Taking on a tackler right at the line to gain. 3rd and 9 for New England as we approach the 9-minute mark in the 4th. Brissett, clean pocket, delivers over the middle to Thornton, breaks a tackle. First down, Patriots. Second OC gig that he's had in his career, last 4 years in Cleveland. What do they dial up here? 3rd and goal. Brissett to the end zone. Started more than 30 games over the last 3 years. As the field goal here gives New England the lead.
Expect all-out pressure. Bring the house. You got to beat man coverage.
Rodgers over the middle. It's caught. They're not going to get it. Brissett on 2nd and 10. High pass, and it is caught. Henry.
Defense in their last drive gave up 2 3rd and longs. They've got to be at their best here.
On 3rd and 9, Brissett steps up. He's going to run for it. Brissett's got the first down. Making plays.
To me, looks like they're going to drop out and play coverage.
See what they've done on 3rd down. Here they come. Free blitzer. Brissett somehow gets it out cleanly and completes inside the 10. Booty atoning. Brissett under center. Here we go. Stevenson on the take. Stevenson is in for the touchdown.
I'll put the big boy in there. City So, extra offensive lineman as a fullback. I mean, the Jets, they do almost all they can up front. They make it really tough. But Ramondre Stevenson keeping those pads low, crosses that ball over the goal line. An unbelievable finish for Gerard Mayo's New England Patriots.
Brissett, near side, Stevenson, 3-point lead.
If you complete this pass, you have 2 plays left in the...
The Jets run out of time and suffer a back-breaking loss here in Week 8.
Pass number 9. Look out. Gets sacked at the 1-yard line. So that's Nico Autry who comes in for the sack. Still early in the first quarter. To the outside he goes. Mixon bouncing off tackles. Running through tackles all the way to the 11-yard line.
A chance to get into that open hole.
Stroud. Pressure again. Loses the ball. And the Jets come up with the football. Rodgers. And a little too far. That's incomplete. Intended for Mike Williams. So in the first less than 11 minutes of the game, you've got 3 sacks for the Jets. Meanwhile, the pass here and out to the 18-yard line.
Driving.
For the review, the runner dropped the ball before crossing the goal line. The ball then subsequently rolled to the back of the end zone out of bounds, which is considered an immediate recovery. It is a touchback. It's a first down for the defense.
That's something new. It comes back to haunt them on Halloween night. Meanwhile, over the middle, too high. That's a shot you need late in the 4th. 3rd and 6. Look out. Rodgers spins away, throws, caught. Ball is out. Is it a fumble? Did he have control? Meanwhile, this is Neville Ewed for the moment, who's going to take the ball all the way in. Done for Reed, 8 games into the season, too. Huge hole. And Mixon's done all of the work on this drive and has taken them from the 2-yard line out to the 26, first down. So Mixon gets a rest. Off the play fake. Catch is made, trying to stay in bounds. And that's Schultz. Nice move there. turns nothing into something, breaking away that time on the Texans. That negates what would have been a 15-yard gain. Stroud is under pressure again. Flushed out. Fires deep downfield. And is the catch made? It is at the 45-yard line by Robert Woods. Kendall Sheffield, 27, comes in for Gardner. There goes Mixon again. 2nd and 12. Finally, a lot of time for Stroud, but the secondary does its work. He's going to take off, and he's going to get the first down at the 14-yard line. Ogunbowale is in the backfield. 3rd and 12. On the move, throws, and that is hold in Tank Dell. Play of the drive. Give it to Mixon. Goes in for the touchdown.
And finally, you see some offense here. Quincy Williams, he just shot in, pinched it, tried to see if he could blow that play up.
Extra pressure. And Rodgers is going to get sacked. Put the heat on, and down he goes. Saving the 2 timeouts. Clock at 50. Stroud throws. That's caught. Tank Dell. Tank Dell down the sideline. And Tank Dell out of bounds, stopping the clock with 43 seconds. Hanging in the pocket in this season. Within his range.
Screaming and all that.
you wouldn't know it, though, if you talked to him away from that.
Energetic. It's like he's at a party screaming and all that.
You wouldn't know it, though, if you talked to him away from that environment. As Stroud runs for a first down. For a couple of plays tonight. And they called his number, and then he trips and falls. Ogunbowale is in the backfield on 3rd and 11. He stays in the block. Look out. Down he goes. 54 out. On its way. And through. Second and 4-man rush. Rodgers to the end zone. And Wilson. Can he one-handed and stay in bounds? They say he was out. Out. Lassiter covering on the play. Almost.
The only chance would be the knee if it came down. He has the ball. What a catch. Waiting for that other foot, just doesn't get down. The knee is close. That's what the crowd is reacting to.
What a grab, though. One-handed.
Oh, my gosh. Ridiculous catch.
The play clock is running.
Yeah, that maybe the shin gets down.
Whoa,
Terry, what are they looking at after that initial foot got down when it came right there at the back line?
And we've seen a Stroud rolling. He's throwing deep. He's got a man. He hits him to the 20-yard line. Tank Dell. They've seen a few through the years. Stroud rolling. He's throwing deep. He's got a man. He hits him to the 20-yard line. Tank Dell.
The Texans know how to win these close games.
They have under Ryans. Meanwhile, through the middle, this time goes J.J. Taylor to make it a 1-point game. Fairbairn boots it through. So with 8:19 with another flag.
Another one came in. Yeah.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, contacted the snapper by the defense. The penalty's half the distance to the goal and an automatic first down.
4-man rush. Stroud fires. Third attempt. Townsend puts it down. Fairbairn hits the up. Needs 9. Gets none. Flag, however.
Tank Dell didn't have a chance to make a play on the football.
By the defense, number 23. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. It's first down.
Extra protection in the backfield. Then they flare out. Stroud is chased. Fires, caught at the 50. And stopped short of the first down is Dalton Schultz. Rush 4 again. That's caught. That's a first down. Trying to get out of bounds and does is Robert Woods. 2 to the right. Look out. Stroud gets taken down at the 15-yard line. Hassan Reddick coming in. Williams is also there. Onside kick would come after that if he makes it, which he does. So it's 21-13, which normally comes in.
And they have to contain Kyler Murray.
Murray faking. We'll see the flag here. Could be a free play. They complete. That's Marvin Harrison Jr.
McDonald and Hassan Reddick really got after and harassed C.J. Stroud.
Still no C.J. Mosley in the middle of that Jets defense. Murray, little twirl around. This is Connor. Catch and run. Connor breaking free. Gets inside the 15. He's still going. Connor lunges. Touchdown.
Michael Clemens, number 72, that got in there, made the initial contact.
And this time they're going to waltz in with Connor. And the Arizona Cardinals making their early statement.
They're going to have to come out here and do the current command, and has really improved his all-around game this season.
Murray slinging it, and he completes. Second catch for Harrison as they try to get the rookie a little bit more incorporated in this offense. It's a pickup of 17. Indeed, they have. They're all on the same page. Petzing, all those years under Kevin Stefanski, Minnesota and Cleveland. Handoff here. This is Benson. Turn it out yardage for the Cardinals. Gets into the second level.
Watch the seams up the middle by the tight ends.
Jets rushing for Murray. Throws a dart. Trey McBride slowly becoming a star in this offense. Slice him up. Already 100 yards passing. He's completed 5 straight. Murray towards the end zone. And there. Murray. Boy, did the Jets come across prematurely. Murray. It's a Sunday stroll into the end zone. We'll check the flag here. Were the Jets drawn offside?
Defense, number 54. That penalty is declined. Result of the play, touchdown.
When you play against Murray or any quarterback that has his athletic ability, you have got to keep the edge. You have got to keep contained. Your eyes have to be on Kyler Murray. Let the inside guys.
Play clock down to a second. Rodgers gets it off. Near side looking for Adams, and it's incomplete.
And now the Cardinals
on the field, but you need your big guys as well to deal with this running attack. Murray feels the pocket start to muddy over the middle and completes to the tight end.
Boy.
McBride still going. Trey McBride putting it all on display.
Take a shot right now and try to go after this secondary.
Murray, play action here, goes to Connor as they get him set up on the screen, and he's going to have a first down.
In the obvious passing situation, great balance today from Arizona.
Murray over the middle, completes again. Elijah Higgins hit in stride. We'll check the flag here.
All 3 levels right now for the Jets defense are getting exploited by Murray in this offense.
Murray,
oh my goodness.
Lit up.
Play.
Murray from the gun feels the pressure, puts some air under it and completes. He continues to carve him up. McBride.
He is playing some good football right now.
First and goal. Dortch again lines up in the backfield. Murray near side to Harrison. Over the shoulder. Touchdown.
Watch Marvin Harrison Jr. in the slot. He has the entire sideline to work with. Does that ball location get any better? The Cardinals have a great opportunity right here.
Rodgers, tough third and boy, got his left cleat kind of caught in the turf, and Luqueta able to wrap him up for the Cardinals. So after the official,
Cardinals have a great opportunity right here.
Rodgers, tough third and 10. Rodgers, boy, got his left cleat kind of caught in the turf, and Luqueta able to wrap him up for the Cardinals. So after the officials redo the down, 1st and 10 here, and this ground game for Arizona continues to churn out yardage, and the Jets
score a touchdown here before half. You really could put the Jets in a bad spot.
Murray coming near side, leaping catch. It's Wilson. He'll get out of bounds, stops the clock. Murray cautious, gets it to Connor. Connor looking for a seam that'll get him right to the line to gain, just inside the 20. And one of the elite running backs in the NFL. Ryland, the 37-yard kick is good. Instead of an interception, it's a 16-yard. Well, this is why you go get a player like Aaron Rodgers for these kinds of moments. Jets desperate for a touchdown. Rodgers to the end zone. Adams dropped it. Unbelievable.
It's the best they've looked the entire game.
Rodgers escapes. Rodgers, football's out. Disaster for the Jets, and Arizona's going to get it back.
No time for Aaron Rodgers to spot the open receivers. Well done by the Cardinals.
Murray gets right back to work, gets it to Wilson. Over the shoulder catch. A beautiful option play. Murray, the sleight of hand, running for the first down. McBride, Harrison, obviously Michael Wilson. Just so many different ways that this offense can beat you. Murray goes to the check here. The rookie Benson, he's got a convoy. Benson, stiff arms Reed, and another first down.
Anything can happen here in the NFC West as the season plays out.
Play action from Murray, sold it well. Just kind of fires it wide open. McBride. Just a massive breakdown for the Jets. McBride was all by himself at the 30 as he is playing on another level. Connor, shot out of a cannon. Coming up on the 4-minute mark in the third quarter. Murray running that read option. Murray, stutter stepping in. Touchdown. And they are putting it on the Jets.
I tell you what, they're doing whatever they want. And check out this block by number 84, Elijah Higgins. He gets the block on Quincy Williams outside. There's nobody there.
Right here on CBS. On 2nd and 9, the handoff here. Woody Johnson in his owner's box here in Glendale. Just wondering what's going through his mind. Rodgers blown up again. And it's Budda Baker bringing this offense to its knees.
A lot of performance questions, and boy, his response and the way he's played has just been incredible, and it's really been fun to watch because it truly is week to week.
Murray on a quick crosser over the middle, completes, and Kyler Murray has set a new franchise record. And even Arches. Cardinals showing blitz. Rodgers gets it out quickly. Adams going backwards. Rodgers protected. Trying to buy some time to the end zone for Corley, and it's incomplete.
Can the Bills do it? It just seems. Can anybody? It just seems. Can anybody? You really thought Denver.
Unbelievable. Look at this little spin move. DeMercado had the big touchdown run last week at 53-yarder.
But you got to like the trajectory right now of the Arizona Cardinals. Right now, any three of those teams play together. Any one of those teams could win that game.
First and second year players all contributing. There's Hassan Reddick, the one-time Arizona Cardinal. Obviously knows Jonathan Gannon well. Their time at Philly together. The Arizona Cardinals have won 4 straight, 5-1 in their last 6.
3rd down and 8. Pressure coming. Richardson looking deep. Downs is open, and he makes the catch. What a catch by Josh Downs. A 31-yard pickup on 3rd and long. Downs leads the Colts in targets on 3rd down, and they found him there for a big play. Here's Taylor now. And Taylor to the 40-yard line.
If he had 7 more pass attempts.
2nd and 2. Taylor up the middle. He's got the first down. Still going. Taylor still turning his legs inside the 30. 3rd down and 4. Richardson keeps it, throwing on the run. Incomplete. As Gay comes out to attempt from 41 yards away, and the kick is good. So an opening drive field goal for Indianapolis. Rodgers pump fakes, in trouble, and down he goes! It's the rookie Latu with his 3rd sack of the year. In his young career, he's averaged about 6 carries per game. He already has 3 in the first quarter. Over the middle, he locates Michael Pittman. A first down for Indianapolis, a gain of 16. 3rd down and 4. Richardson throws. Mitchell's got it. A.D. Mitchell off to the races at the 10, 5, and he reaches for the goal line, and he's down at the 1. Richardson keeps it himself, trying to get to the outside. Stiff arm on Clemens. Richardson takes it in. A bruising touchdown run for Anthony Richardson.
319.
And Conklin takes the snap under center, and let's see where they spot him. There was some great pushback by the Colts.
He was stoned as soon as that ball got snapped. He went absolutely nowhere.
Did not get it. Taylor. And that's going to be very close to a Colts first down. Jets defense indicating it should be 4th down against the Jets defense. 4th down and 1. Taylor up the middle, and he's got the first down. So Shane Stock. Richardson to the air, sets up the screen. Ogletree, blockers ahead, and he slipped. Wow, Drew Ogletree tried to turn upfield and lost his footing. Otherwise, that could have been a bigger play for Indianapolis. Taylor in motion. Richardson rolling right.
Takes Anthony Richardson down to the ground.
A 16-yard loss makes it a 47-yard field goal attempt, and Matt Gay boots it through. Rodgers throws. Garrett Wilson has it. And with that spot, he's going to be just short of a first down. Richardson steps up and trying. Richardson over the middle, and he's got Downs for the first down. Sauce tries to jam him at the line. Richardson looking the other way, gets rid of it, completes it to Downs, who turns upfield and picks up the first. The Jets had a couple of chances to stop the... Richardson fires to Pierce, who's got it inside the Jets 40. 3rd down and 9. They run it with Taylor, and he's... This will be a season long for Gay. Online, does it have the distance? It's good. So Matt Gay boots it through.
Not able to find him there, and Jets forced to play.
Ball on the ground. Yards. And they will just play it safe here on 3rd and long. Taylor going nowhere.
319.
Rodgers, and Conklin wasn't looking for it. This would be a career long for Anders Carlson, the Jets' 4th different kicker in the last 4 weeks. And this one is good! That was a loss of 2 on 3rd and 17. Richardson throws the screen to the turf.
Are getting edge pressure these last couple of series.
Richardson over the middle. He's got Pittman for a first down. Pittman to midfield. And that was a rocket throw from Richardson. A gain of 20. 3rd and a long 2. Richardson gets rid of it to Mo Alley Cox, who makes the catch. Mo Alley Cox has giant hands, nearly 12 inches. Another pass, 6th straight on this drive. Alec Pierce is open. It was his former teammate at Cincinnati, Sauce Gardner, who had the coverage. Richardson to Downs at the 5, reaches, and he's in! Touchdown! What a drive by Richardson! And the Colts will keep the offense on the field to go for 2. Colts trying to tie it here with the 2-point conversion. Richardson to the end zone. Mo Alley Cox can't get there. Out of his reach. Rodgers has time. Rodgers screen to Hall at the 20, and he's going to be tackled short of a first down. And Carlson's kick is good. So the Jets go up by 5. Richardson pump fakes, now taking a deep shot for Pierce. He's open! Pierce is tackled at the 30. Jalen Mills saved a touchdown.
Pierce catches a long one.
On 1st and 10, Downs on the slant to the 10-yard line. What a throw by Richardson. In-stadium scoreboard still has the Jets with no timeouts remaining. Colts with all 3. 55 seconds to go. It's 3rd and goal. Richardson running left. Blockers ahead. Richardson gets in! Touchdown! His 2nd rushing touchdown of the day. And the Colts pull ahead. Taylor up the middle. Can he get there? There's some pushback, and Quinnen Williams.
Aaron Rodgers is trying to do there. Throw that back.
2nd and 23. Rodgers to Breece Hall at the 21. Slips a tackle. Hall is tackled at the 27. But the Jets, with no timeouts, cannot stop the clock. And now a flag comes out.
That's going to be on E.J. Speed for delay of game.
Rodgers in trouble, can't take a sack, and he does! 5 seconds, 4, and that is how the game will end. Quiddy Pay, the exclamation point for the Colts.
Little air, and let him do the rest.
Anders Carlson has his kick blocked. It was Leonard Williams who got a hand on it. So now I'll pull the Ron Burgundy and read directly off the screen. It's a 6-0 Jet lead. Field goals in his Jet debut. After the missed kick will deliver to D. Williams. He's got Chenault blocking for him, and return loses the ball near the 30. Let's see what the rule is in there for Moses. Here is off the fake. Smith steps up, and somehow a layered throw is able to find Jackson Smith in Jigba. Just a 4-man Jets rush. Smith wants to fire downfield. He does. He connects. And it is Jackson Smith and Jigba who makes a big play. Walker's off the edge in motion. They'll give it to Charbonnet, who just slips through and picks up the first down. 10th play of this Seattle drive is a play-action fake. Smith wheels it, finds his tight end, and A.J. Barner is in for his 2nd NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board.
But they're going to get levels on the defense. He's going to show block first, pretend he's blocking for Geno Smith, and then leak out late and force those defenders to look inside, and then
Seahawks load the line and bring pressure. Rodgers has it picked off by Leonard Williams. Just the 2nd interception of the Big Cat's career. And is he going to take it to the house? His old house. He sure is. A pick 6. And he flips the game on a huge play.
well, this is cover 0, Adam. No safety in the middle of the field, and you're going to see Leonard Williams pop out. That's his job. When you bring pressure like that, you have to have underneath defenders. He's taking a page out of J.J. Watt's book, popping out, picking off the ball, and taking it to the house. What a momentum swing.
And now this point after is blocked. Zach Charbonnet is the back. Nice hesitation, then sprint, then spin, and another acceleration for a first down. They will drop back into coverage. Smith with time. And
And a nice lofted ball is good from 54. Witherspoon. Pressure coming from the Jets. Smith looking for a one-on-one matchup with DK Metcalf. And this time his first catch beats Sauce Gardner for a big gainer.
Return to New York. He's a guy who plays with a lot of edge, battling the emotions in the game, but certainly starting to settle in here in the second half.
So is Walker, KP, to your point.
To mature, and that's when he started to blossom as a player. Oh boy,
looking for Metcalf. First and goal for Seattle. And that time it was DJ Reed matched up with the big receiver. Smith, slant. Smith, pressure coming from his right. Twist! 3 weeks ago. Seattle and Arizona and Glendale next week. Huge game. Here's Breece Hall. He lost it. Seahawks pick it up. Tyrese Knight scoops it. And it's a huge takeaway for Seattle. And Julian Love stepping up into Breece Hall to punch it loose. Well, hence no pass interference on either side. The second down, it's Walker. Good block by Jackson Smith and Jigba. And it's an 11-yard pickup. Smith, pressured by Williams. Off the back foot for Jackson Smith and Jigba, who saves his quarterback and saves the drive and takes us to the end of the quarter.
Getting a little bigger for all these blows he's taken as a defender.
It'll be a 51-yard field goal from here, so they're going to try to get a little closer with Walker, and I will be fascinated to see who they're going to bring out as the holder. Good snap, good hold by the banged-up Dixon, and a perfect kick by Myers. Rodgers under 50% passing today, 14 of 29. Now 15 for Seattle. Smith dumps it off for Fant. Needs the 39-yard line, and he'll get wrapped up and brought down by Michael Carter.
Need a little more syrup for that pancake.
Second and 17. Here's Noah Fant. Williams brings him down.
Lucky to get away with an incompletion.
Charbonnet powers through. Charbonnet scores, and the Seahawks have the lead with 5.5 minutes remaining.
Well, watch Laumea right here. Understand that he's got to collect this defensive lineman cutting across his face right there. That's Kinlaw. That's not an easy block for him. But they're going to get a penalty for an excessive celebration. I think there might be two.
He's in the block with her. Here comes pressure. Rodgers into the pressure. Down he goes. And it's Leonard Williams again.
For Job and Adams up top.
Here's your game. Rodgers off the back foot. Launches to the end zone. It's incomplete.
With a hit on Aaron Rodgers, and that's going to seal the game.
After the Arizona loss earlier today to Minnesota, Seattle extends their lead at the top of the NFC West with their third consecutive victory. And this one comes from a former Jet against a current Jet.
NFL number 9 getting in position right there. You're right. Second down and 3. To it in the air. Lamb with the block. And underneath they go. This is Waddle. First down, brought down by Mills. A catch and run takes him to the 42. Flag thrown on the play. First and 10. Fake to Achane. Again down the middle. This time it's Hill. Brought down by Reed. Passing yards allowed. They've got 5 back there right now. To a first and 10. Achane looking for a block, and he gets it from Eichenberg, and he's down to the 3. Brought down by Jamie Sherwood. Hill caught one for 11. Achane a catch and run of 14. Waddle for 20, and a couple penalties on the Jets. Second and goal. Achane knifing. Touchdown. The Miami Dolphins have taken the opening drive 70 yards and gotten a 2-yard touchdown run.
Well, they're going to run right to the left side here and just watch the blocks here, Armstead, but it's this one that slides over that they're able to get that final push one-on-one, and then with that leverage, Achane being able.
Here's Sanders with the extra point. And it is no. And there was a flag thrown as he threw. So Anders Carlson is going to try a 28-yard field goal. Zerline is on IR. Carlson had a couple last week, and he puts the Jets on the board with that 28-yard field goal. 2nd down and 8. And Judy, an ex-Bronco, so he's going back. 2 into the air. And he's got Hill. And he's wrestled out of bounds by Eccles and picks up 13. That's a first down to the 45 of Miami. Achane back in, 1st and 10. It's Achane looking for a block as he slices. And he got one there from Brewer, the center. Then finally brought down by Chuck Clark. Dolphins have won 3 in a row over the Jets. 7 of 8 and 8 straight here. 3rd and 1 starting the second quarter. Tua, a PAT earlier in this one. Before that, he hadn't missed in 6 games. 39-yarder, and this is perfect. 9-3 Miami. 36-year-old quarterback in Atlanta here in Miami, and Tua through the air. And he gets out to Julian Hill, the tight end. He's into the secondary. And for the foreseeable future, Sherwood taking his place and really playing well. 2nd and 9. They got Hill outside. 1-on-1 with Davis. Run out of bounds by Eccles.
This offense has had to make an adjustment. McDaniel and Tua have had to make as well.
Achane the back. 1st and 10 for Tua. Down the seam. They've got his receiver again. 24-yard line. And that is Tyreek Hill. Achane back there with him. 4th and 2. Wilson on the move. Lamb with the block. Underneath they go. Waddle. First down. 2nd down, 15. And it's Waddle. Diving to the 6. Sherwood the tackle. Right the back. And the call. Blocked by Hill. And he got by Carter and then finally taken out by Sherwood. The Dolphins to go for a field goal try here of 24 yards. And it's perfect. And that puts Miami on top, who is 12 of 14 through the air. Achane is in, 1st and 10. It's Waddle. Upended by Nichols after he got away from Carter and picks up 11, and he's out past the 40 for a first down.
Field goal range or to take a shot at the end zone.
Achane is in, 2nd down, 4. And, there's a nice pass and a cut by Waddle.
Well, now you got to hustle and get up. Should be plenty of time.
Again, no timeouts. No timeouts to the 39. 1st and 10. Gain of 16. And Waddle, who on that little abbreviated drive, he did not miss a single kick. His long 52 at this end in pregame. And it is solid. Got it. 57-yard field goal to take a lead with 2 seconds to play in the first half. Paul the block at the left tackle. Odell Beckham Jr. And he's short of the first. Redwell. He was hit there by Carter first. Wilson the back. 3rd down and 10. Tungo Vailoa looking for Hill. Beautifully played by Eccles. Here they come. Down he goes. Rodgers sacked by Sealer. It's back at the 15, the 2nd sack. Tua 0 of 5, passing the last 2 Miami drives. 3rd and 10. On the screws here with the first down, leaping catch by Hill.
Moving forward. Now, mathematically, they'll be fine, but it's just when you look at the other teams ahead of them.
1st and 10. And this is off to the running back, Wilson, who's brought down on the play again by Sherwood. It is a gain of 7. 1st and 10, and he's going deep. And Tungo Vailoa, 2nd down goal. Here they go. Waddle with a block by Eichenberg to the 1. And then stopped by Sherwood on a dive.
Looks like Jets are going man-to-man. They got everybody near the line of scrimmage.
4th and goal. To the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Hill.
outside, it causes, watch how DJ Reed passes it off. So now all of a sudden you got Tyreek Hill on a safety. So you got that matchup. You switched it from corner on.
Tua for 2. Waddle got it. Working on Reed. We're tied at 23. They rush 4, going for Adams like you thought, and out of bounds with the coverage by Kendall Fuller. A 42-yard field goal with little wind to take the lead. Miami will have no timeouts. This will be taken. And Malik Washington weaving his way, finding a gap, runs into Cross and runs over, could track him. Then finally brought down by Bernard Converse.
They're giving cushion to Tyreek here on the bottom.
Second down 10, and they go downfield to Hill. Banged out of bounds by Reed. Number 3 is Odell Beckham Jr. 3rd and 4, and he's a little ahead and low for Hill. 12 seconds left. This is a must for Miami. This game is a must.
I agree, Kevin. I agree.
This is to tie from 52 yards for Jason Sanders. And he got it. Malik Washington, he's giving second down 10. Jonnu Smith, first catch today. There he goes, galloping into the secondary, and finally brought down by Chuck Clark at the 50. First and 10, Smith again. Blocked by Lamb. Blocked by Eichenberg. Tackle made by Jalen Mills. A catch and run to the 36. 14-yard pickup. Second and 6. They're going to Hill. Out of bounds at the 23. Working on Mills. The numbers right there by both the quarterbacks. First and 10. Quick throw. It's caught by Achane. And holding on for dear life was Mills at about the 12. Good time to the end zone. Got it! Smith, touchdown! The Dolphins win!
Jonnu Smith lined up on the far right. He works his way all the way across the field. Give protection the credit for giving Tua time and for Jonnu Smith the time to get all the way across the field. Jonnu Smith had no catches in regulation. In overtime, 3 catches and the game winner.
Tagovailoa 2 touchdown passes, including the game winner, 331 through the air.
Benton goes into the slot, and Jones quickly to Etienne, who on the move, a catch and carry up to the 37-yard line. Thomas averaging almost 16 yards to catch. A quick sideline toss to Thomas, and he's working up the sideline for a first down.
Just stand up there and start pressing right off the bat.
Etienne keeps it going inside the 30. Another fresh set of downs. Get an extra lineman and 3 tight ends in on 3rd and a yard. And keeping, Mac Jones gets the first down. Time-consuming and efficient.
Necessary roughness number 7. After this, it's going to go first down.
So this is an issue. The Jets have.
This is where you start off either hard play action or run the football.
Tank Bigsby fake to him. Jones floats one. End zone. Thomas. That's a touchdown, Jacksonville. The rookie with his 7th touchdown grab of the season.
Well, watch what the hard play action does to this inside. Is you hard play action this, and then you just run this shallow cross. Hard play action, everybody gets sucked in. You see them all there, no underneath coverage left, and then just float it out to the corner.
Wilson went downfield, and it's a fake, and Jones, deep, Duvernay, and it's intercepted. Jones has to move out of the pocket and on the run. A nice throw and catch. Parker Washington hauls that in. 3 out of 4. And tries to make that 4 out of 5. That's Bigsby. Tank carries for the first down. He got the nickname Tank. These teams lost through the course of this season. Thomas getting him back involved near a first down to the 41-yard line. Time for a game break. Jones slits away. He's going to run and spin and get the first down at the 25 of the Jets. Quick snap, ETN. He's spinning his way through and gets near another first down around the 15-yard line. ETN has a first down, first and goal from inside the 10. Gardner ran him out. That was a second down try. Now it's third. And Jones with a deep drop goes underneath, but the Jets are ready, and ETN is buried right away. There's Jamie Sherwood, 4th most tackles in the NFL. Rookie from Arkansas, drafted in the 6th round. Snap, hold, kick, and got it. That any quarterback has had in the NFL, Aaron Rodgers, his receivers, 28 drops this year. Not good. He floats this one and knocked away from Garrett Wilson at the last moment by Darnell Savage. 3rd catch for Brenton Strange, backup tight end. And also sliding with a grab just short of the first down is Parker Washington.
Then playing the heat of Florida. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Down on the line. All right, not really humid. Floater for Thomas down the sideline. Here comes a flag. He got bumped a couple of times by Gardner. But the second timeout granted, and our rules analyst, Mike Pereira, says the officiating crew got it right with the adjustment as Jones is on the run. Inside the 30, he's going to head wisely out of bounds before they can get to him. You know, he said, I want to play loose and have fun out there. And so Brian Thomas, the rookie, has stepped up. And Mac Jones maneuvering on the run. Throws to the sideline, and the catch is, yes, feet are in, according to the official, is Duvernay.
And go make a play on it.
Jones has to be quick, and is for the end zone off the fingertips of Thomas. And he knew he should have had it. He made from 28. This is from 23. And the kick is good. 13-7 at the break for this offense. Wilson in motion. Rodgers on the move. Can he get away? No! It's a sack at the 26-yard line. Jeremiah Ledbetter. Second down 20 from their own 20. Jones open. There's Brian Thomas. And they can't catch him yet. Thomas inside the 40. Way to make up for the penalty, young man.
Window to throw the ball.
And there goes Bigsby. Down to the 25, another first down.
Says 5-0. Did you hear that? Means our 5 against their 5 up in protection. Trying to get everybody out here.
The blitz is on. He got rid of it and just missed Brian Thomas. They don't blitz a lot. The Jets are around the average of where the NFL is, about 26% of the time. Cam Little gets the lead back to 6.
See these guys right here. You get a little slant from Devontae Adams right here at the top.
A delay blitz.
There it is.
And there goes Bigsby. Down to the 25, another first down.
Says 5-0. Did you hear that? Means our 5 against their 5 up in protection. Trying to get everybody out here.
The blitz is on. He got rid of it. And where the NFL is, about 26% of the time. Jones. Nice catch going to the ground, but looked like Brenton Strange was short of the first down. The whistle blew.
Get hit. Position number 3. Remember last time he ran that. Now they get the linebacker running with him to take that away.
He threw it too low to Alan Lazard, and that was a big third down miss. After the phones, a quick pass and caught right at the 35. Strange having a career best day. Tony Adams on the tackle right away.
The National Football League, it feels like to me.
They're all over the place. And big stars from Jefferson to Chase as Duvernay has a block in front. And inside the 25 of the Jets.
It allows you to be the aggressor, take what I like to call, take the passive out of pass protection.
On third down, there's Brian Thomas. Can he take it in? Yes, he can! That's a touchdown, Jacksonville. Man, he's quick.
Man-to-man, you get the man-to-man, you beat the corner, and then it's just look and book. Nice stab to the outside. One-on-one with the corner, you see the safety.
Jones floating in the corner and overthrew. He had a little bit of room there with Parker Washington. It stays a 5-point difference. Rodgers has it.
On Thomas.
First down catch. Parker Washington is loose down the sideline. To the 30. Fourth straight game with a fourth quarter lead for the Jets. And the throw, just as he turned, Thomas couldn't hang on, and it's fourth down.
Just an errant throw by Mac Jones.
This for the tie. Cam Little today nails it. Tied at 25, and he is 4 out of 4. Jets have 2 sacks today. Plenty of time again. Catches made. That's a first down, but the clock is going to run unless they use a timeout. Third and a yard. Jones throwing, and it's
off the side, McDonald, but they get it off to Puka Nacua, who stiff arms his way into Sherwood. Quentin Williams has a hamstring, first missed game this season, didn't practice this week. Third down 3, and they give it with a bolt for a first down, and the tackle made by Adams with Kyron Williams running well.
Yeah, but they respect him putting sauce on him in man coverage here.
Well said. 3rd and 7, and no points either way. 1st and 10, Stafford. Nacua, what a block by Limmer. Sauce Gardner will try to bring him down and keep him out of the end zone, and does for the Jets. Stafford through the air, 6 of 10. Kyron Williams, Nacua the block. That is a Rams touchdown. Jets miss their PAT with Anders Carlson. Rams, they don't get it. Hall back in is the running back, and a quick throw. That is caught by Conklin, hit by Lake, dives down to about the 12. 4th and 4, Hall the back, Rodgers to the end zone. Broken up beautifully by Witherspoon, looking for Adams. And on downs, the Rams will get it back, and they hold him out of the end zone in the last game 10 days ago. Williams here. Block up front, made in the secondary. 1st and 10 for the Rams. Williams hit once, bounces away from Sherwood, usually a sure tackler. 3rd down 5, down by 3. Stafford to the air. And Nacua, did he get enough? He was hit there and driven backwards by Oliver.
It all depends on the spot here.
They give it to him, inside the 17. Jackson a block. Pressure on Stafford, incomplete. As he was looking for Higbee and trying to tie it for a second time today. Josh Carty. Familiar territory right now. 3rd and 10 for Aaron Rodgers. Blitz is on. Curl is there. Blocked by Hall. Curl got him. Fumble. It's a fumble on the play. Rodgers with his 5th fumble and recovered by the Rams. Rodgers slow to get up. Verse has it. Williams the back. 1st and 10. Golden opportunity for the Rams. Pulling Jackson, block, and from behind tackle Clemens for the Jets D. 12-6, they've won 3 in a row. 1st and 10, fake to Williams. Here they go, Higbee, 5, leaping, and the pylon touchdown. What a play! Rams have got the lead. Max Mitchell now in taking his place. It's a 3rd and 4 for running. Field for Aaron Rodgers. They bring 4. Rodgers and incomplete. Looking for Conklin. Coverage on the play by Darius Williams.
Thus it wasn't called.
Stafford play action, 1st and 10. Chased by Solomon Thomas, and it's caught by Puka Nacua. It takes a couple to bring him down, and finally he falls. Now 3rd and 25 for Stafford, 13 of 18 through the air. Williams will dance. Williams tried to tackle him. That was Quincy trying to get Kyron, and out of bounds he shoved.
Well, and this would make it a 2-possession game, Kevin, with 5 minutes.
45-yard field goal is dead solid, perfect. Graphic.
So made that change early on, hoping that.
It's 3rd and 8 for Aaron Rodgers. Underneath, Wilson has it, and then they've got him. Anders Carlson puts it up, and it is no good.
They switched and started putting division games at the end, and
it's Kyron Williams, and he was hit initially down there by Solomon Thomas and driven backwards. Clark and others getting a hand on him. 4th and 5, punting unit out there, Ethan Evans. Punting unit out there, Ethan Evans. Will let it fly, and Gibson is back and drops it, muffed it, and the Rams have recovered, and that'll be all she wrote. He muffs the punt.
they didn't want to hear about the fact that they're traveling cross country, playing what for them is a 10 a.m. game, and the fact that it was going to be below 20 degrees wind chill during this game. They said, we're going out there to take business, and
it paid off. Rams win it by 10.
3rd and 5. And out of the gun, Allen protected. Enough time to get it to Shakir. Shakir with a wiggle and out of bounds at the 48-yard line.
And then all of a sudden, the most penalized team. That's why you lose a lot of close games.
From the 48. Nice piece of running by Ty Johnson.
Shows you the skill set when he's out there.
Here it is. Needing the big gain on 3rd down. Wide open. He's got Hollins for the first at the New York 30. Got to utilize him in that win. Hard-fought one, it turned out to be against New England. 2nd and 7. And now coming from behind, they almost got to him. Pass, Hollins, diving catch. First down at the 16.
Staying calm and poised. I feel like he's playing with a great rhythm and cadence this year. Really taking that next leap.
Into the red zone. Hollins with 2 big catches. Now they go over to Kincaid. Kincaid with the spin move. Down to the 6. 1st and goal to go for the Bills. Here they go in the goal line situation.
Watch out for someone unique.
It's Josh Allen.
Super unique.
Super unique he is. Touchdown Buffalo. He's just tied the Bills franchise record with his 65th career touchdown rush.
They pretend like they're not doing the tush push. They motion the guy in. And now you hear the MVP chants from this Bills Mafia.
This used to take down to the Bears. 3rd and 1. Rodgers still has it.
Run it.
Throws it instead, and he off the mark. He had his man open, Yeboah. And the Bills are there to deny Allen. Ulbrich last week had a chance to give Allen 4 out of 6 for 56 yards for Allen. Looking to throw here on 2nd and 12. First option's not there, so what does he do? He takes off. He gets spun around and tackled by Sherwood. We shortchanged him. It was a rush for 10, so it's a 3rd and 2. He's going to get the first down right there.
Again.
Ty Johnson. Out to the 40-yard line. He's a weapon. Ty Johnson becoming more of one every week, Tony.
It shows you that's a football player through and through. He's thriving now.
3rd and 21. Go underneath to Shakir. He gets thrown down.
You have a two-way go.
2nd and 8. Ball in the air and intercepted. Intercepted by Jordan Phillips. And again, the Jets drive. They keep the football for a long time, and they come away not only empty, they turn it over with the pick for Buffalo. Cook for a 3rd straight time. Gets the call. Cook has another nice gain. 8 or 9. 3rd and 2.
There's his brother.
Allen gets it to Coleman for the first down at the New York 45-yard line.
The offensive line over here. Center, come this way, you guys. They blitz from the right. You got to get it out.
Here they come. Allen avoids it. Avoids it again. On the run. Bearing down on him. Throws. Incomplete. Coleman was close. Operated. Such a smooth operator in our business. Never be forgotten. And here is the sack put up and a safety registered by Epinesa.
Coming into this game, they just distribute it to everybody.
1st and 20. They get it to Cooper this time for a pickup of about 19. You got a 3rd down coming up. From here, a field goal will be 47 yards. Again, pressure, pass, caught, Coleman, 21-yard line. Looking for a rare 5-point double up after the safety to close up the half with a 12-0 lead, and the kick is pure. Four-time MVP has a 3rd and 19. Down the field, he's picked off this time. It's Benford with his 2nd interception of the season, and he's out of bounds, chased out by Rodgers. There is a flag.
You know, that was me on the football field.
It was on the scatter.
Hit. Yeah. He's in my way.
1st and 10 for Allen and the Bills. Across the middle, they go to Cooper to reach that. A little sneak here on 3rd and short, and a first down picked up by the Bills.
They do such a good job. He doesn't go right over the top of the center. Well, Buffalo has more margin for error. They can get it on anyone.
2nd and 14. Heaves it to the end zone. Oh, what a catch! Amari Cooper pulls it down for the touchdown.
What a throw and catch. Eccles is right where he needs to be, but the ball's got to be on his left shoulder behind him, and then he times and high points the catch perfectly, and Coop, as the crowd here is saying, I think he got his wind knocked out a little bit there.
That's the kind of fall.
It was really Rodgers who needed to get the ball out on the safety. Max Mitchell did his job.
3rd and 6. And again they get to him. It's Von Miller, who plays sparingly, comes in situations like this to make his presence felt.
They don't talk about it at the end of the game unless someone scores a touchdown on those, but that gives you a 1st down, 2 first downs, almost 3.
Over to Kincaid. Reed clips him after a pickup of 12.
If it's not just a simple fade here.
Oh, he's going to hand it off to Cook. How about that? They go with what they had to do to get it across. And James Cook has his 15th rush touchdown of the season. Here it is, handoff.
Look at that. Guys in the hole.
The Jimbo package.
And you
Not
see
the jumbo.
Yeah, exactly. And right here you see Jet defender was right there to make the play. And Clark couldn't do it because Cook's too good. Just changes direction, puts his foot in the ground, and throws a lucky fan a ball.
And again, Denver is going to be so critical next week. They hold the guards.
Yep.
Win and in. And Wilson lost the football as he made the move, and it recovered by Milano. I believe he was touched, but he takes it home just in case.
Dominating the second half, and turnover differential continues.
Threatening to make it 6 times my 20-point plus margin. Here's a 3rd and 9. Time to survey. Time to look. Now you got to get rid of it. Into the end zone, and it's caught! Coleman pulls it down! And can you believe it? There is a flag back at the 25-yard line. How about Coleman?
Oh, this is why you go out and get your 2nd-round pick. The skill set, and he keeps moving, extending the play, and then boom, and how committed he wants to be, and maybe coming back or not might affect that decision of him to keep playing.
They got him again to close out the 3rd quarter. Ed Oliver, after just forcing a fumble on the last series.
I think his teammates want the MVP for him. They know it's about a Super Bowl. MVP would be amazing and great. He deserves it. Lamar deserves it.
Here's a guy coming right in. That's Shavers. Look at him with that burst. Taking it the distance for another Bills touchdown.
I think we got a quarterback competition now, Jim.
A controversy.
Trubisky is on fire. That's why you have all these teams with so
handoff.
To lose to KC, and they're in because Indianapolis will lose today.
Here's the return, and it's a big one. That's Ty Johnson, slammed down by Tony Adams at the 49-yard line.
Wow. Let Reggie cook.
Let me.
Sorry, Reg, you're going to block this time.
They
did.
They're feeding them, and somebody,
Reggie.
oh man,
Hasbulla, who would technically finish it.
Turn the corner, make the postseason for the first time in years. Here he's going to keep it. He knows how to read a defense. This time he has no choice but to launch it into the stands. They're going to go undefeated at home in the regular season for the first time since 4-time MVP. Saying a few words to perhaps this year's MVP.
I think he did enough.
Worked out that way. Start his day with a pass underneath that's tipped and intercepted. Tyrell Dotson, the AFC Player of the Week. Back-to-back games with a pick. Dolphins have it at the Jets 15. A little over 4. 3rd down and 2. Dolphins trying to take advantage of the pick, and that throws Sales Waddle. Not close. You see by the numbers, the defense has gone the other way. Underneath, it's a first down. The rookie Malik Washington. The first 3rd down conversion today for the Dolphins. Huntley gives him a little bit of that second reaction play. A chance straight ahead. Big hole. Look out. There he goes. One of the fastest men in the NFL. Stays on his feet. Slowed him up enough for DJ Reed to track him down inside the 5. 62 yards for A-Chan. On 3rd and goal, Smith, who had the game-winning touchdown in the overtime game. And Sanders has made them both. Now 27 in a row and a 6-0 lead for the Dolphins. 3rd down 5. Dolphins rush just 4. Rodgers downfield concussion and gets something going. Huntley backpedals and throws. Hits a crossing Jonnu Smith to the 36, where he's tackled by Isaiah Oliver, and the punt team will come out from Miami. Tua, they don't do a ton because he's such an anticipatory passer. Huntley has time. Downfield, wants Waddle again, underthrown and intercepted. Rodgers in trouble and sacked. Sealer and Agba combine. Turnover on downs. Dolphins take over. He will do his job to try to return the favor to Agba. Agba 5 this season. Sealer now 9. Huntley looks to throw. First play of the drive. Evades the rusher. On the move. Sideline. Tyreek Hill. First down for Miami to the Jets 41. If you're New York, you want to give Aaron Rodgers a chance to go no huddle, try to steal a possession in between the two Dolphins. McDonald gets pressure by Malik Washington. Washington has some room. Malik Washington to the sideline. Great speed into Jets territory, all the way across the 30. Longest return of the rookie's career, 69 yards. Washington read the long return, now on the bubble. Speeds ahead to the 16. He's auditioning for a role that he doesn't know that he's going to take. So he'll still 40 yards away from 1,000 for the year. 2nd and 10. 33 seconds left in this first half. Pressure coming. Got rid of it and got picked. 3 consecutive drives for the takeaway for New York. Davis flips it back to Reed. 24-0 Denver in the 3rd quarter. Rodgers gets sacked. And how about this? Calais Campbell. Really the final day that an injury report was released. A little neck issue popped up, but he's out there. Playing well. He's tossed to A-Chan. And Devon A-Chan with a first down. Gain of 11. First play of the second half for this Miami offense that tries to get things cranked up. You have to evolve. You have to change your approach because what works one year is not always going to be the case the next. Jonnu Smith catches it in the backfield and got hit. The ball is out, and it's the 4th takeaway for New York.
The 2 early field goals, they have 52 total yards since. Here's a jet sweep to Jalen Waddle. And he's got a first down. Got hit a little bit late there. No call, though. Or your extension that he signed this summer, they just got to have him in the lineup. Too many games missed. Jonnu Smith has a first down and a gain of 12. Just tapping into what he can be. 3rd down and 8. Huntley over the middle. Diving attempt and a catch by Malik Washington. Shuffling as it oscillates.
I just want to make sure we give a clear picture to everyone at home.
Here's Wright. And Wright tripped up. First down. Ashton Davis tackles the rookie out of Tennessee. Final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Screen for Ingold. Alec Ingold has some room, and the fullback crashes ahead to the 25. Hoping they'd be in the playoffs at the end of the day, but Broncos pretty much taking that out of the equation. Rolling Kansas City. Huntley, back shoulder throw, and an adjustment for River Craycraft. All the good names getting involved in the game. Craycraft, careful what you wish for there. Here's Achane, a hole and a touchdown for Miami. First one of the day for the Dolphins. Devon Achane, a 15-yard run. What's up there? Huntley steps up, delivers. He's got Waddle, and Waddle's got 17 yards.
But it sets up this. This feels like the game here with a little over 6 to go.
Huntley throws outside. It's River Craycraft. Depends on the spot. Looked like he got enough, and he did. And the Dolphins with their second 4th down conversion.
In this empty set and this down.
On the 12th play of the drive, Huntley in rhythm, end zone. He's got Jonnu Smith for the touchdown. There is a flag, though. 3rd and 8 for the Jets. Rodgers throws deep down the sideline. Devontae.
Got me wrapped up in your time.